Back to more Universe Mode on the JPG channel. We are here back at NXT Deadline for episode 2. What an amazing start to Deadline we just had with the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge. Tiffany Stratton coming out the very first Iron Survivor Challenge winner, and later on tonight, we're going to find out who the men's Iron Survivor Challenge winner will be. But right now, we got North American title implications, ladies and gentlemen, as Konosuke Takeshita is looking to dethrone the dominant North American champion, Apollo Crews, guy that's been champion ever since he defeated Carmelo Hayes back at the Great American Bash. But Takeshita has called his shot after winning that Battle Royal back at Halloween Havoc that would grant him an NXT Championship opportunity of his choice. He has chosen to go after Apollo Crews in the North American title, and ladies and gentlemen, this is probably the biggest match that Takeshita's had so far here in NXT. But believe me, he's ready for it. He is ready for the challenge that is Apollo Crews, and Takeshita is ready to show what he's all about. Waiting for Apollo Crews to come down to the ring. I mean, you talk about might be the biggest match of Takeshita's NXT career. Hell, on the same end of the spectrum, might be Apollo Crews' biggest match. I mean, I don't think he's had a more well-rounded, tough competitor than Takeshita. That I'm going to go on a limb and say, because Takeshita is just, I don't know, man. He's a different kind of person in that ring. They call him the Japanese Phenom for a reason. And he is about to show Apollo Crews exactly why in a few short moments, folks. This is going to be one for the books in NXT. NXT is no stranger to Japan talent. Japan talent, Japanese talent. Can't decide which one sounds better, but you get the point. I mean, one of the longest reigning, most dominant NXT Women's Champions in history, Asuka, came from NXT after making a name for herself in Japan. Hideo Itami, now known as Kenta in New Japan, came up here. Kairi Sane, Io Sky, I mean, the list can go on and on. But one thing we do know is that those Japanese wrestlers bring a different kind of fight to the table. They call it strong style down there, and dare I forget, the king of strong style himself, Shinsuke Nakamura, also cut his teeth a little bit in NXT. Who can ever forget that classic match in Dallas against Sami Zayn when Nakamura debuted? Anyways, my whole point being that NXT has a history with Japanese wrestlers, and successful Japanese wrestlers at that. Konosuke Takeshita looks to just be another one of those kind of talents that we are about to witness here tonight, folks. Apollo Crews might be saying goodbye to that championship, might be holding on to that championship for the last time here in NXT. If Takeshita has anything to say about it, it definitely will be his last time. Ladies and gentlemen, North American Championship on the line. Takeshita, Apollo Crews. Let's get down to it. Ring the bell, ref. There we go. Takeshita, Apollo Crews locking up in the middle of the ring. Look at Takeshita already forcing his strength on Apollo Crews, and that's saying something because Apollo's no stranger. But look at this, a deep six by Takeshita. Deep six by Takeshita to Apollo Crews. That might have just rocked Apollo Crews. We talk about former NXT stars. Baron Corbin's deep six was just thrown at Apollo Crews, a man that Crews is familiar with down here in NXT. Look at this, Takeshita running in straight with a big boot to the face. And wait a minute, going for an early cover is Takeshita. Already might have beaten down Apollo Crews. No, Crews kicks out at 2. Crews kicks out at 2. And now wait a minute, Takeshita throwing Apollo Crews in the corner, and here we go, chops and punches lighting up the champion. Man, Apollo Crews has not been able to get out of the start of this match. And that is exactly what you expect from a competitor like Takeshita. And wait a minute, what the hell is Takeshita planning on here? Oh my goodness gracious, over the top rope. Tope con hilo. Tope con hilo from Konosuke Takeshita. Not a small man, by the way. This man is every bit of 6'5" at least. And now wait a minute. Oh my goodness gracious. Sort of a meaner side. A strict demeanor from Takeshita here tonight. He means business. I mean, he switched the blue and white for black and red here tonight. And it seems to have been doing him some good. As what the hell is this? He's got Apollo Crews just perched up on the perched up on the barricade. Count of 7. Takeshita, whether he's mean or not, he might want to get back into the ring as he breaks the count. Might have just heard what I said. And now wait a minute, he's got Apollo Crews up. Oh my goodness gracious. Release, deadlift, German suplex to Apollo Crews. He's throwing Apollo Crews around like a cruiserweight. No pun intended. To Konosuke Takeshita, bringing the fight to the North American champion. Now he says it's over. He says it's done for. He says Apollo Crews is done for. We're going to find out if that's indeed true. He kicks him in the midsection. Huge chop to the chest. Now what's Takeshita got planned here? Going up and over. No, Apollo Crews reverses. Oh, beautiful DDT. Spiking Takeshita right on the crown of his head. And now Crews finally trying to find a good footing in this match. He's been getting his ass kicked, honestly, but what a beautiful uppercut. It might have knocked Takeshita's lights out there. But wait a minute. No! Crews went for a huge... I think a huge neck breaker. Takeshita missed that wild leaping clothesline, but once again, Takeshita shutting down that neck breaker attempt from Apollo Crews, and now just throwing some nasty bows to the face of Apollo Crews. And now it's a fight to see who can get control of the match, but Apollo Crews hangs Takeshita out to dry. And now a stomp to the ankle. Ladies and gentlemen, there's just a certain aura in the arena here tonight. You can tell every match on the card has a big fight feel to it. But wait a minute, Takeshita kicked his leg from underneath it. What the hell is this? Oh my goodness gracious. Moonsault, deadlift, German suplex. Have you ever seen it? The question is, have you ever seen it? The answer is hell no, you haven't seen it. Because you haven't seen a guy like Takeshita in NXT in all the years NXT's been up and running. Like I said, we've seen the best of the best in Japanese talent come through here in NXT. We might be seeing the best of them all right here in Takeshita, the Alpha. He got that name after beating Kenny Omega 2 straight times in his AEW career. And now he's here in NXT trying to take on one of the Alphas of NXT and Apollo Crews. He just hit him with a second deep six. And oh my goodness, Kawada kicks right to the face. And oh my goodness gracious. Like I said, a tougher demeanor here tonight from Konosuke Takeshita. He came in as a kind of a lovable guy back in, it had to be June or July, somewhere around springtime. But now he means business. Apollo Crews, proven to be a valiant fighting champion, turning Takeshita not once, not twice, 3 times on the back of his neck with the beautiful German suplexes. And now the Apollo Nation's going to have to stand up. Going to have to stand up if they want their champion to retain, because, man, this has been a tough fight. Very tough fight for the North American champion, folks. But he finally is back in the match. And now, wait a minute, he's got something planned here, but Takeshita steps out of it. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a forearm strike. Might have just knocked some teeth down Apollo's throat, if not fracturing the jawbone. And now Takeshita, second rope. What's he going here? Oh my goodness gracious, what an elbow drop. He thinks that's it. He thinks he's North American champion. Right here, is he? No, Apollo Crews somehow powering out, but what the hell? Takeshita full head of steam. Oh my God. Sliding knee to the jaw. If his jaw wasn't dislocated before, it definitely is now. How the hell did Crews just kick out of that? How the hell did Crews just kick out of that? Like I said, a tougher version of Takeshita. He realizes this is a championship fight, and he realizes the type of competition he has to bring to even be considered in the matter. Another scraping boot to the face. Apollo Crews is in a bad way, folks. He's in a bad way. Wait a minute. No. Kamigoye. Kamigoye from Takeshita. That's it. There's no way in hell. How did Crews get out of it? How is Crews continuing right now? Going for a breather here, but I don't think Takeshita is really going to warrant that. He has the champ right where he wants it, but maybe not. Crews was playing possum, it must have been. How the hell he's still standing? His eyes must be glazed from that Kamigoye that landed flush. I mean, he had both of his hands almost to where Apollo Crews could be defenseless. And speaking of defenseless, he just powerbombed him on the lower spine, right on our announce table, folks, right in front of us. The action up close and personal here tonight on NXT Deadline. And ladies and gentlemen, this is only the second match of this premier live event. Just imagine what we have in store for you. Oh my God! A springboard clothesline. Hell, I might even call that a springboard lariat. That thing was rough. And now wait a minute, Takeshita turns Crews around, but Crews getting out of harm's way. But now Takeshita getting out of harm's way. Third rope. Top row from Takeshita, but wait a minute, catches a wild strike from Crews, and now wait a minute, a beautiful drop kick. Beautiful drop kick from Takeshita. And now wait a minute, Takeshita measuring his man, feeling that North American Championship just, oh no, he went for the leaping lariat. We've seen him hit time and time again, but look at this strength from Apollo Crews this late in the match. That's impressive. That's what makes him our North American champion, folks. Oh my goodness, a sharp elbow to the face. And now he's starting to adjust to that just strong style attitude that Takeshita's brought all match. But wait a minute, Takeshita reverses it on Apollo Crews. What's this? Oh my goodness, just planted him with a brain buster on the crown of his head. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. 1, 2, new North American champion. No, I thought the rest hand was going down for 3. Apollo Crews got out the last second. Wait a minute, Takeshita, what's he got planned? Oh my goodness gracious. A huge forearm strike. A huge springboard forearm strike. And now Takeshita goes for that leaping. Oh, he gets every last bit of it. The leaping lariat. Might have just put this thing away, put this thing to bed. New North American champion. No, how the hell is Crews still standing? Takeshita is throwing everything at him. Elbows, knees, forearms. Speaking of forearms, there's another one. Oh my goodness. I think that one split Crews open, man. And man, look at this, yeah. Something has ignited in Apollo Crews as here he comes, fighting back into this match, realizing his North American Championship is hanging by a thread at this point. But look at this, coming back into it is Apollo Crews, firing up on Takeshita. But Takeshita coming straight at him, still has a lot of his energy left. And oh my goodness, a huge springboard missile drop kick down to the back. And now wait a minute, turns him around. Beautiful bridging German suplex to secure the back. No, thought that was it, folks. I definitely thought that was it, but wait a minute, Takeshita's not done. A deadlift bridging German suplex. That's gotta be it. 1, 2, all the damage has been done. Oh my goodness gracious. What a match for the North American Championship, folks. What are we witnessing here today? What is this? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Soccer ball kick and a mushroom stomp for good measure. Crews is out. Crews is out, folks. Takeshita has dominated the North American champion. Somehow Crews' shoulder peels, and I do mean peels, off of the mat just right before the 3 count. But I cannot get over what we are witnessing between these two men right now. I don't even want to say these two men. This has been a one-man show. This has been the Konosuke Takeshita show as he just dumps Apollo Crews on his back with a huge power bomb. And now wait a minute. What's Takeshita got planned here? Oh my goodness, a jumping neck breaker now to Apollo Crews. And now sizing his man up. Sizing his man up for something huge here. He goes around back. No, Apollo Crews had his, whatever that was, scouted. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. He's got Takeshita up. Takeshita didn't even see it coming. Crews control. Crews control to Takeshita. 1, 2, to retain. No. Takeshita getting out of the way. Or not even get out of the way. He kicked out. He kicked out, but Crews has something planned here. Oh my goodness, a huge frog splash. Huge frog splash lands to the Japanese Phenom. And now, wait a minute, going for a second one, it looks like. A second cruise control to finally put Takeshita away. But wait a minute, no. Oh my goodness gracious. Another forearm strike. Another forearm strike from this violent man, Konosuke Takeshita. And now, wait a minute, what does he have planned here? Top rope, prone position for both men involved. You've got to be kidding me. What the hell is this? Oh my God! What the hell was that? What the hell was that? A top rope brain buster. A top rope brain buster, and he gets hit with that knee. He gets hit with the knee. The knee that's put away everybody in NXT. Takeshita is our new North American champion. Oh my God. I talked about strong style at the start of this match. That's the kind of fighting style that those Japanese wrestlers are brought up with and learn how to, defend themselves with out there in Japan. That was the epitome of strong style, folks. Apollo Crews just took a beatdown. He just took a mugging from the new North American champion, the Japanese Phenom, Konosuke Takeshita. Somebody check on Apollo Crews. He just landed flush on the crown of his head on the third turnbuckle. And I know those turnbuckles look cushiony to you folks, but no. There is a metal rotted ring underneath that. And when exposed, it can do a lot of damage. The turnbuckle was not exposed in that sense, but Takeshita dropped him on his head anyways, and to add insult to injury and more damage to the injury in general, he hit him with that knee strike that we've been seeing Takeshita has so much success with, and hell, that brought him more success here tonight. He is our new North American champion as we head into the new year, folks. Wow. But if you thought that match was good, we might just top it off next, ladies and gentlemen. LFI, the Creeds, it's going down in the tag team division here at NXT Deadline. Man, like I said, those are only the first two matches. That first Iron Survivor Women's Challenge match, and now we had that tremendous North American Championship match, and now we are here, folks. We are here for quite possibly the Creed's biggest challenge yet, in the form of La Facción Ingobernables. Here they come down to the ring. It's brothers versus brothers. It's Dragon Lee and his brother Roosh versus Julius and Brutus Creed. The brothers that have been dominating NXT all year versus the brothers that have yet to kind of just find that spark, which the spark would indeed be the NXT Tag Team Championships if they are to win them here tonight, folks. We see El Toro Blanco, Roosh, and his brother Dragon Lee coming down to the ring. Decked out in the black and blue, looking to leave the Creeds black and blue here tonight and take those NXT Tag Team Championships away from them. But what a task that is in itself. The Creeds are no pushovers, and they refuse to be anything of that sort here tonight when their titles are on the line, folks. Many people say, if the Creeds were not NXT champs right now, there's no reason in blue hell why these guys should still be in NXT. These guys should be world champions on the main roster. They should be taking on Owens and Zayn. They should be taking on the House of Black. And hell, if it all ends tonight, I would call them up tomorrow if I were the manager. That's all I know. That's literally all I know. The Creeds are as impressive as it gets here in the tag team division on NXT. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and watch this match, and then try and tell me different after it's all said and done. This is about to be an instant classic, folks. I am a long-time fan of tag team wrestling in NXT. I mean, you can go back to quite possibly the greatest tag team match in NXT, quite possibly one of the greatest tag team matches in the history of WWE. NXT TakeOver Toronto, DIY, FTR. At that point, they'd be the Revival. 2 out of 3 man, if I could go back and watch that match for the first time again, I sure as hell would. But it doesn't end there. I mean, come on. You know how many illustrious tag teams came from NXT? The Street Profits. Owens and Zayn, as we just mentioned, they're the Raw Tag Team Champions right now. They weren't tag team, and they definitely didn't like each other in NXT, but they both cut their teeth, at least on the WWE side, in NXT. I mean, that's just to name a few. But here tonight, we are looking to write a new chapter in tag team legacies. Oh my goodness, Julius Creed comes flying in at Roosh. And I believe that the Creeds have done their homework. They know Roosh is the more of the roughhouse of the team, the more of the guy that's going to be throwing some hands, whereas Dragon Lee is kind of the flashier brother and will kind of fly at you at any angle of the ring. But both men crash and burn here. Now, wait a minute. Jockeying for position. Roos kicks Julius Creed in the midsection. Now, wait a minute. Oh, my goodness. A huge kick to the face. Going for an early cover is Roosh. No way. No way. This match ends before, I don't know, 15, 20-minute mark. Man, the Creeds can go. They have an endurance unlike any other. And wait a minute. Sort of a Rainmaker variation from Roosh. I think Julius Creed is definitely thrown off from the offense of Roosh in the early goings, but I think Roosh might have just got thrown off from Julius Creed. Just hit him with a beautiful springboard drop kick. And now, wait a minute, sending Roosh to the outside. It looks like, oh my goodness, throwing some nasty haymakers. Is Julius Creed, what the hell? The power on full display of these Creeds are insane. Now, wait a minute, powering him up with a deadlift gut-wrench suplex from Julius Creed, the hype beast. But wait a minute. Roosh might be in trouble. Oh my goodness gracious! A shooting star splash this early in the match. Dragon Lee had to. He had to. That would have been the end of the match. That would have been the end of the match, no doubt about it, if Julius Creed got that cover. And what the hell is Julius Creed doing? You're a freak of nature. He's a freak of nature. I tell you, a barrel roll. Tope con hilo from Julius Creed. And now a standing shooting star just because he can. And Brutus Creed taking care of Dragon Lee on the outside. The game plan is clear as day. Isolate, LFI, retain those tag team championships and step into another year at the top of NXT's tag team division, but Roosh fighting out of it. Oh, a huge kick to the face. Huge kick to the face of Julius Creed. And now, wait a minute, sending Julius Creed into the steps. That's one way to derail the train that is the Creed brothers. And now, wait a minute, Roosh sending Brutus Creed off. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah, no love lost there. He saw Brutus Creed taking out his brother on the outside and definitely did not take too kindly to it. Went for a kick again, but Julius ducked that time. And now, wait a minute. Sends Roosh back into the ring. And wait a minute, that gives Roosh the opportunity that he needed to tag the fresher man in Dragon Lee. And now, wait a minute, Roosh was acting as a barricade so his brother could get on the ropes and hit a huge hurricanrana on Julius Creed. Huge hurricanrana lands. And man, for Julius Creed, it's just going to be trying to keep up with this man. And there's no way in hell you could do it as Dragon Lee hits a tornado DDT. Or I should say tilt-a-whirl DDT at that point. And wait a minute, Dragon Lee, what does he have planned? Look at the strength on Dragon Lee. Oh my goodness. Deadlift Saito suplex from Dragon Lee. Much impressive, but Julius Creed back on his feet. Like I said, this guy's a freak of nature. I have no idea how else to describe it. There is no way else to describe this man. And now, wait a minute. Another powerful move from Dragon Lee. Powerbomb into the final flash knee. Shades of Matt Riddle. And now, wait a minute. Only a count of one. But the Creeds are hurting. And the fact that they were beating down both members of LFI earlier tells you they know exactly what kind of fight they're in for. Look at this. Dragon Lee steps out the way. Steps out the way. Oh, but Julius Creed shuts him down. Whatever Dragon Lee was planning there. Shoulder block. Didn't get all of it, but got enough of it. Sweeps the leg now. Sweeps the leg of Dragon Lee. Not going to be able to fly for much longer if the legs are taken out from him. And now, wait a minute. Creed sends Dragon Lee into the corner. What's this? Oh my goodness, here it comes. Oh, he just threw him from one post to the other. Dragon Lee could be out here. Count of one. Roosh breaks the count though. Gonna be a lot of that in this match. These two teams, their chemistry is on an all-time high. Their chemistry is on a different level of the spectrum, folks. Considering both teams are brothers. Both teams have grown up with each other, have trained together, have traveled the world together, and oh my goodness, Brutus Creed just dropped a mean lariat, and now that, yeah, Dragon Lee's seen enough. He's seen enough, and now quite possibly the two strongest members of each team, Brutus Creed and Roosh, going at it. Huge lariat from Brutus Creed now. Now wait a minute, gonna give Roosh a ride with the German suplex from Brutus. Now the Creeds have been dominating this match in the early goings. Oh, just as I said that, Roosh has landed a huge super kick to the mush of Brutus Creed, but missed wildly on capitalizing on the opportunity. And wait a minute. Oh my goodness, never seen anything like that before. Sort of half and half face buster from Brutus Creed. And yeah, the Creeds, the tag team champions, proving why they are exactly that. I mean, they have been isolating LFI for the major part of this match, but look at this. Roosh showing some athleticism here. Double Northern Lights. Only gets a 1 count, though. Could not muscle up the strength to keep that bridge locked in. If you're going to hit a move like that, you're going to want to be able to make sure that you can fall through with the plan. Let's look at this. Roosh, once again, getting out of harm's way. Big chop to Brutus. Big Brutus, that is. Man, what a mammoth of a man that is. But wait a minute. Dragon Lee looked to hit Brutus. He got a little bit of it. But no, he got some of his brother too. But I mean, obviously, you know, mistakes happen. And now LFI is back in control of the match. Look at this. A little bit of limb targeting. Neither of the Creeds really wear any padding for protection. And LFI is going to exploit that to their advantage here tonight. But oh, just as I said that, a sharp knee to the midsection. That's another reason why they don't use any padding. But wait a minute. The blood rushing to the head of Dragon Lee. Oh my goodness. Delayed butterfly suplex from the Big Brute. And now look at this, Brother Brute coming in with a running power slam, deadlift style, might I add. Dragon Lee and Roosh gonna need to get something going for themselves, or they are not gonna be leaving, let alone with the tag team titles. They might not even be leaving on their feet. But wait a minute, just as I said that, Dragon Lee looks to be playing possum. Oh my goodness, I thought he might have got him there. But wait a minute, soccer ball kick to the back. Bruce steps out of the way. No, but Dragon Lee steps out of the way of Brutus's attempt. And now, oh no, once again, nothing going for him. The Creeds proving to have more, not just the brawn, but the brains as well. And now here comes that freak of nature, Julius Creed, back into the match. And I don't even mean that in a disarming way. It's just this guy is a different, oh my God. He just turned Dragon Lee inside out with a lariat. Count of one. No, Roosh. Roosh steps in and he had to. Oh, but he chops the knee. Chops the knee of Julius Creed. Now what is this? LFI taking a little bit of advantage of the Creeds, but Brutus Creed just preying on Dragon Lee on the outside. Now Julius Creed, or I should say Brutus Creed, Julius Creed getting revenge on Roosh. And now it's once again the Creeds beating down LFI. Sends Roosh back into the ring. And oh my goodness, another standing shooting star. This time, oh no, but Roosh was looking to take Julius Creed's head off with a baseball slide drop kick. Man, the Creeds proven to have an iron grasp on those tag team championships. And once again, sending Roosh outside. But wait a minute, that might have given Dragon Lee the opportunity. He needs huge Hurricanrana there. Huge Hurricanrana there, but he gets cut off by Julius. He gets cut off by Julius, and now once again, Creed back in control. Beautiful T-bone from Julius Creed. Now Brutus back in the match. Tremendous tag team work from these two brothers. LFI, man, they have no idea what has hit them. And now, wait a minute. Oh, no. Dragon Lee steps out the way. I thought we were about to see a Brutus ball right then and there, folks. But Dragon Lee finally trying to get something going for his team. After taking most of the offense in this match. Oh, my goodness. Didn't get all of it, but definitely caught Brutus Creed with that sort of Enziguri Shining Wizard maneuver. But wait a minute. Catches the boot. Huge forearm strike. Huge forearm strike to Dragon Lee. And now, wait a minute. Northern Lights from Brutus this time. Northern Lights from Brutus this time. Dragon Lee could be in trouble here. Count of one. No, Roosh steps in. Roosh steps in. And wait a minute. Catches Brutus this time with a tilt-a-whirl DDT. This time it's Brutus getting spiked on his head. Count of 1, 2. Oh, thought that was it, but Julius Creed clearly has more faith in his brother than that. And now Brutus Creed just needs to get the fresher man in. At this point, that'd be Julius. And oh my goodness, now the beatdown's commencing from LFI. Finally gets finally gets an upper hand in this match. But just when I said that, Brutus Creed just headbutted Dragon Lee directly into the front of the forehead. And now, wait a minute. Oh no! Once again, no water in the pool for Julius Creed. And now Dragon Lee stepping in here. Tags his brother back in. Forearm strike. What the hell do they have planned here? Oh my goodness gracious. The speed. The speed of these two brothers. And now Roosh, like I said, a little bit more of the ground and pound style from Roosh. Rather than Dragon Lee's high-flying luchador style. But Julius Creed once again just finding control of the match. But wait a minute, Roosh, this time is Roosh playing possum. Referee is distracted, but wait a minute, one. Oh, no, only a 1 count there. Only a 1 count there, but no, Roosh capitalizing on the moment. Oh my goodness, a huge headbutt to Julius Creed. Now stepping into Brutus Creed's territory, but wait a minute. What's the El Toro Blanco got planned? A huge chop. Huge chop to Julius Creed. And now, wait a minute. What's this? Sends him into the turnbuckle. A huge kick. And, oh, double damage right there. Double damage right there. Julius Creed might be out. And now Roosh just wasting no time getting on that top rope. What's he going for here? Oh, my goodness. Sort of his own variation of the Brutus ball. Could that be it? One. Oh, Brutus Creed steps in. Brutus Creed steps in for his brother. And now Creed. I shouldn't say Creed because they're both Creeds. But wait a minute. Going for a German. But Roosh finding his way out. Finding his way out. And now a huge lariat. Lariat of his own. Usually we're used to seeing Julius throw the lariats. But this time it was Roosh. And oh my goodness. This is getting nasty. I think Julius Creed just got split open. Oh my goodness gracious. What a super kick to the face. And a beautiful straight jacket German suplex from Roosh. Could this be it to capture those titles? But no. Julius still has some heart left in this match. Still has some fight left in his body. And now catches the right hand. Oh my goodness. Throwing the headbutt. And that just split Julius Creed open even more. But this beast is still going. A deadlift German. Deadlift German. And now what the hell? Oh my goodness. He just lifted him up by one leg. Man, I tell you, this man Julius Creed is I don't know. They developed him in a lab. There's no way that he's a real person, but oh my goodness, Brutus Creed with a nasty double forearm strike. And now look at Dragon Lee firing up on Brutus. Misses wildly though, and what the hell is Brutus doing? Oh my goodness, around the world with the sort of an inverted DDT. Oh no, Dragon Lee was looking for something there, and now it goes one for him too. Look at this, the power on full display of these Creed brothers. And tags Julius back in just like that after turning both members of LFI to human washing machines. And now, wait a minute. Oh, Julius Creed stepping into both members. Roosh was going to try and come in from behind, but no. Like I said, IQ level 1,000,000 from this guy. Dropping some knees to the face. Roosh is in a bad way, folks. Both members of LFI are in a bad way. I don't think they knew what they were going into with the Creeds. I mean, this has been a tremendous display of dominance from these Creed brothers. And now what is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, no, my goodness. He just took Dragon Lee out to the outside. But wait a minute. Roosh coming in from behind. 1, 2. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought that was it. But wait a minute. Oh, Roosh taking control of the match with a DDT, spiking Brutus Creed, and now chopping him up. Oh, another chop. Another chop lands. Oh my goodness, now throwing some elbows to the face. Julius Creed is fixated on Dragon Lee. He doesn't even see Roosh in the ring. Look at this. Mr. Moonsault goes a second one. Beautiful athleticism from Roosh. Able to land him on the feet. Land on his feet. And now wait a minute. Here it comes. Butterfly pile driver coming in from Roosh. This is how they secured that opportunity to begin with. This is how they secured the opportunity to face the Creeds here tonight. Back at that triple threat tag match. And now could this be it? Could LFI be our new tag team champions? No. Somehow Brutus finds a way out. Somehow Brother Brutus still has some fight left in him, but not for long. Sliding knee strike. Sliding knee strike from Roosh. And now sending Brutus Creed back into the corner. And now just, oh my goodness, the onslaught continues from LFI. Finally getting some momentum in this match after taking quite a beatdown from these brothers. And now a huge Hurricane Rana from Dragon Lee. And now does not want that to happen. He does not want the fresher man of the Creeds in. You let any member of the Creeds gain control, and you could pretty much call it an early night, folks. Oh, a nice knee strike into Dragon Lee, though. It's still Brutus Creed trying to fire up on Dragon Lee. But Dragon Lee is one tough person to keep grounded. Springboard crossbody from Dragon Lee. Oh my goodness, Roosh taking care of business now. Roosh taking care of business from Julius Creed. You don't see Dragon Lee going for the Destino. And wait a minute, Roosh with the Tope con Hilo. Could that be it? 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness gracious. Brutus Creed kicked out at 3.5. LFI have just put away the Creeds here tonight, folks. LFI are our new tag team champions here in NXT. What a fight we just witnessed between these four teams. You got to argue that the Creeds pretty much had a 80-20 advantage in that match. They beat the living crap out of these two brothers. But at the end of the day, it was strategizing. It was isolating the Creeds that gave them the win and are allowing them to walk out as the brand new NXT Tag Team Champions. Folks, don't go anywhere. Our next episode is our second Iron Survivor Challenge, the men's this time. Remember, there's a mystery opponent in that match, a mystery participant. We're about to find out who that man exactly is in just a few short moments, folks. And then, of course, our main event, possibly the biggest main event in NXT history, Carmelo Hayes, Ilya Dragunov, Braun Breaker, triple threat for the NXT Championship. You can't miss it. If you do miss it, hell, I'd hate to be you. Anyways, as always, I will see you on the next one.